Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Solo Leveling Arise video, and this is going to be my first official account review. So shout out to NinjaFlan, his in-game name is Sharubi, so he let me borrow his account for this video. I've done a couple of account reviews before on live stream, but I've never made it into an official YouTube video, so this is kind of like my first main one. If you guys want me to do an account review for you, go ahead and join the Discord. I'll link it in the description, and then you can just like tag me or private message me, and then yeah, I can go ahead and do an account review for you guys. And then yeah, if you're comfortable with me making a YouTube video, that would be much appreciated as well. So guys, we'll hop right into it. One of the first things I like to go ahead and take a look at is the battle tier. I think it's a little low for being level 57. You probably should be at least 200k. Now I did peek at his account just before I started recording, so I kind of knew I was getting myself into here. I think he has a lot of potential on his account, but for whatever the reason,
Let's try.
he hasn't leveled up his artifacts, and same goes for his hunters here. I think maybe he was probably waiting to make sure he has the right artifacts before leveling them up. So it's not like I'm not hating or anything, but I think that he was probably just waiting here. Ideally, what you'd want to do is level up your artifacts to 10 or at least 14. If you're not sure, don't go 15 because that's when it costs a bunch of gold to remove it. But if you want to go to level 10 or level 14, that's what I would recommend. And I think for the most part, he has decent gear. It's just not fully equipped. Like he's got a Sayo that's empty. He's got Alicia that's empty, Cha empty. And these hunters are very important because you're going to need Sayo and Alicia for Wobble as well as Cerberus. For Encore Dungeon, and then you're going to really need Cha for both the Spider and Encore missions, and then also the new Scorpion. Cha is super important. You're definitely going to need Cha for that, so I would go ahead and build out these hunters here. If you're not sure which gear to put on, I can really quickly tell you. For Emma, you have the break set on. You could actually go either the Noble Sacrifice, which gives you HP, and she scales off HP here, and then she gives your team attack, which helps other hunters like Cha or Alicia if you're using them in tandem with Emma. Or you could also go to the Destroyer set. I actually like the Destroyer set just for the utility to increase your ult power gauge. I think for you, Su Hyun here, let's see what it says. The Black Lion, yeah, you could either go Black Lion or Toughness, so that's okay. And then I think for your I think for your main stats, they're mostly correct. Not on Emma here, but I was looking at... who was I looking at? Oh, I was looking at your Senjin Wu. Your Senjin Wu, like, you know to go attack, you know to look for crit, so that's good. I think you're on the right track here. You could probably just make a little bit of minor improvements and then go ahead and enhance this. And then just for example, I'll go ahead and build out... we'll build out Cha. We'll see what gear you have, so we're going to look for, I think the best set's probably Toughness. You could also think about Solid Foundation, Armed, or even One Hit Kill, but I think Toughness is probably the way to go. We're looking for attack and main stat. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't have too much here, but this does have damage increase. Let's see here. We're looking for crit. So unfortunately, his gear is a little bit behind here. Let me see if he has, we could do one of these here, worst case scenario. Like, this is pretty good. It's double attack. This has attack and crit. Ooh, this has double attack. Okay, so this actually might be the way to go here. Let's see here, crit hit damage. I actually think this might be better than the level 55 just for more crit. So on your trough for now, and you can change this later, like you could probably, once you get the cursed set from Wobble, you can go ahead and change this around, but I would probably just throw on, let's see here, we'll go with this, we'll go with that, we'll go ahead and go with this, and I just really love these substats he has on this. Sometimes you get bad substats, but for this, this can go either way. This has attack, damage increase, and defense pen, so this is actually pretty good. But this also has crit hit damage and damage increase, so you can't really go wrong with either of these, but I'll just put on the legendary one for now. But the crit hit damage is pretty nice. And then for jewelry, you have a couple options. I probably would go expert. on Cha. You could also go champion of the field, but we'll kind of select both here and see which one he has better. It's crit hit damage and attack. Wow, that's really good. Let's see if he's got some other good ones here. Check out his rings. We're going to want light damage. So anything with light damage. He's got light damage here. We might end up actually... Oh, this is pretty good though, actually. Let's see. Any attack. Unfortunately, oh, this has a main stat attack. And then... this has crit damage and attack. So probably what I would go ahead and do here is... additional attack. I think you want... this one has defense pen, so I'll probably go with this one. Probably go with that one. Probably go with just the attack main stat, and then hopefully we can get some more crit hit damage from here. So yeah, I won't level these up yet, but go ahead and level these up whenever you're ready. That'll really increase your Cha, and then you kind of want to do the same things for like Alicia and Sayo. Sayo, as mentioned, you want to go the break set. Alicia, you want to go either like toughness, or you could also go like the Black Lion set. So whatever you have gear for, I would go ahead and build her out. I don't want to spend the whole video on his hunters, but go ahead and look at his shadows really quickly. So he's got his 3 kind of core shadows here. I think you can actually level this up as well if you wanted to. I won't do it yet just in case if you wanted to level up a different shadow, but I would recommend blades. And then whenever you get enough shadows, I'd probably also unlock iron, or tusk when you get him. And then let's see where he's at actually in the story mode. So story mode, he's on chapter 17, and I'm sure that he hasn't done this yet. Just because, yeah, he's not level 63 yet, but I think he's pretty close. You get a lot of XP from doing your gates and the side quests. So I would just go back, go ahead and do all of your side quests. You could probably progress on hard a little bit. Let's see what power you are. Oh yeah, you have a way, yeah, you're way above the power. So I think you just need to go back and clear some basic content here. That'll really level you up pretty quickly. And let's see here. I think Battlefield of Trials, once you level up your artifacts, you'll be able to progress through this, I think, pretty easily. And then you want to make sure to do your pod here. Now, it doesn't look like you have any history and you're on training mode, so go ahead and don't forget to do your pod every day. That is going to give you those blessing, what's it called? Powder of blessings, and then you can go ahead and fuse for better blessing stones, and I think I actually saw you had a couple decent ones here. Instead of the daily quest completion, you're probably going to want to either go weakness detection or fatal strike. This one's also okay if you're struggling on like Vulcan or Wobble, but yeah, you have a couple good blessing stones here, and once you level up your artifacts, you're going to increase like your HP and your defense and your survivability just by default, because that's some of the main stats, like for your necklace, for example. So you can get rid of daily quest completion, and you should probably be using one of these. I think weakness detection is pretty good, so go ahead and switch that out for you. And then I also recommend having 2 different builds. Let's see if you do.
I'm ready.
So you do, but it's not fully built out. So what I would probably do is I like to have a build where, let's see, one is break damage and one is not break damage. So we'll go with that, and then we'll go with that. So this will just increase your damage. And then for this one, you're going to want to take off the break abilities, and you're going to want to go with Black Hole over here. And you can probably go with, I mean, this is okay. Ideally, you'd probably want either Cutting Rush or Vital Strike, but you haven't leveled those up. So I'll probably just equip this for now, it's okay. So basically what I'm getting at is when you're fighting a boss that does not need break, you should be using this second loadout right here, so you can do as much damage as possible. You don't need your break abilities, but for all the other bosses, because there's a lot of bosses with break, you want to use loadout 1. So this is going to give you your break abilities. You have also Pulverize here, which is really good for break. And you could also technically use Fatal Strike as well, but I would probably equip that once you get to level 60. You'll unlock another Blessing Stone. I think I'm kind of running out of time. I don't want to make this video too long for you guys, but yeah, if your account's kind of like this more or less, I would make these changes that I'm mentioning. And then other than that, yeah, just a couple quick tips. If you guys are struggling on gold, I made a video about that, but try to sweep your yellow gates right here. You get a bunch of gold. So he's got a lot of gold, he's just not spending it for some reason. Probably because he was waiting to make sure he has the right stuff on, which isn't a bad thing, but I'm sure that he's having a lot of trouble progressing because he's not leveling up stuff. But yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much everything. He hasn't unlocked Wobble yet, so we can't really take a look at that. As mentioned, just make sure you please level up your Sayo and Alicia. You're gonna need them. You're gonna need them really badly for Wobble. So yeah, go ahead and, like, if you're gonna invest in any hunters, make it Alicia and Sayo. The other hunters are kind of, you know, up for grabs. I think Wobble is just very important to get that good gear. So yeah, I would focus investing in them. And also, like, a couple things just to not forget about before I end. Make sure you go ahead and level up your weapon skills. I see you've done that here. You have a Westwind sitting in here, so I would go ahead and level this up as well. No, not the skill level up. I just meant like the regular. You should be leveling up it right here. So let's see how many cubes you have really quick. Hopefully you guys have some cubes. Yeah, you have a good amount. So I would level up like Westwind. And then the other thing I would level up is your hunter weapons for specifically Alicia and Sayo. If you have their hunter weapons, go ahead and level those up. I can actually take a quick look if you do. Yeah, you got your Sayo weapon here. Unfortunately, I don't see the... you don't have Alicia's weapon, but hopefully you can eventually get that. You can go ahead and craft it if you have the material. I would spend the resources on Alicia's weapon. It's very, very important. Once you get more crystals here, you should go ahead and craft this. So that would be my next advice. But yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much the video here in a nutshell. I hope this was helpful in some way, shape, or form. Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns down below in the comments. And like I mentioned earlier, if you want me to do an account review for you guys specifically, just join the Discord and find a way to message me on there. And yeah, I will get back to you. So yeah, guys, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed. Take care, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.